Job chapter 34. Wayarn Elihu, Wayomar, and Elihu responded, and he said, Shim'u hakamim millai. Hear ye, O wise ones, my words. We're the aim, hadinuli, and one's knowing. Give ye ear to me. Ki odden millin tibahan, for an ear testeth words. Wehek yit'am lehkol, and a palate is tasting to eat. Mithapat nibharalanu. Let us choose for ourselves judgment. Neda'a benenu mahatov. Let us know between us what is good. Ki amar Eob thadakati, because Eob hath said, I am righteous. Well, hesir mithapati, and God hath removed my judgment. Al mithapati akazeb. On account of my judgment, I am made a liar. Anush hithi belipasha. My arrow incurable, without transgression. Migaber Eob. Who is a man like Eob? Yishata la'ag kamayim. He drinketh scoffing like the waters. Warah lehebara imapo alehawen. And he walketh for company with doers of trouble. And to go with men of wickedness. Ki amar lo yisekona gaber birshtoto im Elohim. For he hath said, it is not profiting for a man in his being favorable with God. Lachen hanashelebab shim'oli. Therefore, O men of heart, hear ye me. Chalila lahel meresha v'shaddai me'awel. Far be it for the God from wickedness, and Shaddai from iniquity. Ki po'al Adam yishalem lo, because the doing of Adam he shall repay to him. Ukeorah ish yamatihenu, and like the way of a man he shall cause him to find. Afahomanam el lo yarashih. Of a surety, God shall not cause wickedness. Washaddai lo ya'awet mithapat, and the Almighty shall not twist judgment. Mifaqad alau arshah. Who hath mustered upon him to the earth? Wemi sham tebelekullah. And who hath set the world, all of it? Imiyashim helau libbo. If he should set his heart to him, ruho v'nishamato elau yesof. His spirit and his breath of life he might gather to himself. Yigawa kol bashar yahad. All flesh together would perish. Wa'adam ala afar Yathub, and Adam upon dust he would return. Wim be nashim adot, and if there be understanding, hear thou this. Hadina lokol millai, give thou ear to the voice of my words. Ha-pashoneh mithapat yahabosh. Is it even that one hating justice should govern? Wihim tzaddik kabir tarashih. And if a righteous one and mighty thou wouldst condemn, Ha'amor lemelech b'liya'al rasha' el nadibim. Is it to say to a king, worthless, wicked to nobles? Atar lo hanashah b'nei sharim v'lo hanikar sho'a lifnei dal ki ma'aseh yadai kulam. Who lifteth not the faces of princes, and regardeth not a noble one before the poor, for the work of his hands, all of them. Rega yamutu wahatot layla. In a moment they are dying, in half the night. Yigo ashu am uya'avoru. A people, they are shaken, and they pass away. Uyasiru habir lo biyad. And a mighty one, a mighty people, they are removed, and not by means of a hand. Ki enau al darakeish. For his eyes are upon the ways of a man, and he is seeing all his steps. In Hoshek when Thalamawit, there is not darkness, and there is not shadow of death. Lihisataratham por alehawen, for workers of trouble to hide themselves there. Kilo alaish yashim od, for he need not set upon a man any more. Lahalok eleel bammithapat, for going to God in the judgment. Yaro kabirim lo heker, he breaketh mighty ones, no investigation. Wa'amed acharim tahatam, and he causeth others to stand in their place. Laken yakir ma'avadehem, therefore he is acquainted with their works. Wahapakalayla wiyidakahu, and he shall overthrow by night, and they be crushed. Tahatarashaim safaqam bimaqom rohim, in the place of wicked ones he striketh them, in the place of one's seeing. Atar alaken saru me'acharayu, which is on account of that they turned from after him. W'kol darakayu lo hishakilu, and all his ways they did not regard. Lahavi alayu sa'akat dal, to bring upon him the cry of a poor one. W'sa'akat ghaniyim yishma, and the cry of afflicted ones he is hearing. W'hu yashaqit ومي يرشيع. And he causeth quietness, and who shall condemn? ويستر panim, ومي يشورنو. And he hideth faces, and who shall behold him? وعلى goy, وعلى Adam yahad. And on account of a nation, and on account of Adam together. Mimloka Adam hanif, mimoka she'am. From the reigning of a godless man, from the snares of a people. Ki el he'amar nashati lo ehbol. For to God is it that he hath said, I have borne, I shall not offend. Bil'ade ehze atahoreni. Things without me seeing, teach thou me. Ki awel pa'alati lo osif. If I have done iniquity, I would add not. Hame'imaka yeshalamena ki mahasata ki hatta tibhar walohahani. Is it that from with thee he should repay it as thou rejectest? For thou must choose, and not I. And what thou hast known, word thou. Anashele baba yohmeruli, wigeber hakam shome ali. Men of heart shall say to me, and a wise man, one hearing to me. Eob lo bedat yedaber. Eob is wording, not in knowledge. Udavarau lo bahashekel. And his words not in being wise. Abi yibahen Eob adanethah alatthubot bahanashehawen. My desire, Eob should be tested as far as ever, on account of answers among men of trouble. Ki yosif al hatato fesha benenu yisapok, v'yerb hamarai v'lahel. For he is adding transgression upon his sin. Between us he is clapping, and he multiplieth his words at God.